in, you know, I suppose, death in a way that, you know, that you can be comfortable towards the end, and the quality of care that we offer gives that to people, and you're not just looking after the patient, you're looking after the patient and their entire family. And not everywhere does that, you know, and I think that's really important. And even when you think here afterwards that we, you know, we have we offer remembrance services, we offer, you know, bereavement services, we offer, like, that's that person, literally putting your hands, I think that's really important.
I think I was talking to one of the volunteers earlier about the sense of what I realised was layers and layers and layers of caring in terms of, you know, what you've all as a team put in place. So, you know, when there's news and who might have the news and how you manage letting news be told, and you know, there's a lot of kind of gently holding space and people so that things are done well as opposed to rushed or you know,
and taking that time and the importance of time and communicating effectively and making sure people understand and double checking, like that. That's the level that we have here. It's amazing.
It's like a real bedrock, and that everything's built around that. So when you walk in as a visitor, like I do, you sense it, but you can't quite articulate it. That kind of amazing, you know, holding. But then I was kind of thought that's really interesting, because what he was kind of explaining, I wouldn't do that, and I'd ask for help there, and then I'd know that, you know, kind of layers and layers of scaffolding.
Like Jenny, who you were interviewing earlier, one of the volunteers, it showed some patients that were coming in today. The patients were Polish, and she knew it was their wedding anniversary, so she was googling on her phone of how to pronounce happy wedding anniversary. So that is a level of care that this patient didn't have very much, you know, English, and she, through them communicating last week or whenever the patient was in last, that's what it's all about. And that's what our volunteers regularly do, is go up and beyond, you know, like they're just fantastic. And to have that, imagine being welcomed and somebody's like, what?
That's
it's really
beautiful,
nice,
isn't it?
Or sitting knitting with a patient who wanted to finish a rug for their grandchild before their time maybe it was coming, sitting for hours and then knitting with them.
So to take time at a pace where there isn't kind of,
and that's the thing that they give, you know, obviously here within the hospice our doctors and our nurses and staff, like they're busy, like they're really busy, their quality of care is absolutely amazing, but our volunteers have the time to sit and to talk about the weather for 45 minutes, to knit with the patient for a couple of hours. You know, it's all these we always say that all of our volunteers enhance the quality of care that we give, and I really do believe that enhancement that you can give to someone getting their hair done, having reflexology, massage.
And I wouldn't have thought of it, and I can hear what you're saying in terms of the time. Okay.
Yeah, like the nursing home, there's cards that they do have the time as well, but it's another concept of time. I think it's being there, it's enhancement of the quality of care. To sit with the patient, we've had volunteers who will sit with the patient. Maybe they don't have not very many family, and they sit with them during the time that they could come, that they're going to die, because they wouldn't be on their own then, and they're willing to do that. Not amazing. So
it's
nice.
Really kind of makes you stop and think, doesn't it? I'd say it's very sobering. It's very sobering.
Yeah.
Very humbling.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can't thank them enough. It's all like,
But I think they, from what, you know, little I've spoken to people, they feel part of something that's, you know, very positive and very appreciated. They feel within a very, you know, appreciated, all pulling the same way. You know, I can get a sense of great quality. It's like what you're saying. I'm going to show you one clip.
So sorry,
and then it's just if something might come to mind. This is you'll actually have seen this, because this is in the little film where the archaeologist speaks about the last breath.
She probably didn't say what I said, actually. I don't know where that came from.
She's talking about, I absolutely loved what you said. It's really, really beautiful. She's talking about epic poetry.
Okay.
So if you're reading epic poetry, the last breath really is a kind of like a wind. So it's an air force. and they talk about it in, obviously the Iliad is full of very dramatic deaths, very detailed deaths. So when warriors die on the battlefield, there's kind of a very cinematic description. And so the last breath is always mentioned. So when that is released, that is the moment. So that could be released either through the mouth, but in some occasions it escapes through the wound. So if the spear is pulled out, the essence will leave in a kind of a wind that comes out of you. So, you know, the great death is the death
because
of
she'll talk about specifics and it's quite
son.
intense then.
Yeah.
I like the idea
When
I'd always thought mouth and head.
Yeah.
I'd never thought
Of the range, yeah.
And I'd always thought slowly.
Yeah.
I'd never thought of a gush of energy. I just hadn't, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think, because my godfather died, my auntie was really lovely before he died, so we knew that he was palliative. Well, he probably knew a lot longer, but he was quite coy.
Okay.
Talked to him about that one day. So it was like 2 weeks. So, you know, his bed, he got one of those hospital beds in, it was downstairs, and then as a family, you know, he welcomed to that visitors, as much visitors I don't know, call in, like, you know, I suppose I did see him, he was down in Limerick, so it was kind of like once a week, and then, you know, near the time I went down. But, so she used to give us, like, write a little diary every night, or every morning, giving us an update on how he was, and who visited him the day before, and I kept all of those. Like, it's really, and to me, that was very, you almost were waiting for the email to come in. And I was like giving an update on how he was and how the nurses said he slept, because they used to write a little diary and stuff. And she just shared that with his immediate family, nieces and nephews, because we were all so close to him and obviously very close friends and stuff. And it was very powerful. But when she sent the email, obviously we were phoned to be told that he had died, but she sent the email the next morning for everyone to be told again. And she said that he took a last breath, like a deep kind of breath.
Wow.
I don't know if it's like that, but
yeah,
the way
that's
she
how she
described
described it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of I'm on another journey. I'm kind of
yeah.
Wow.
That was gone. So that's kind of what I remember I said before was like the breath of everything that he's done and then release.
Yeah. I think that's so lovely.
I don't know where that came
how
from.
I'll get images to work like that. That'll be a challenge, but yeah, that essence of a person in the bigger sense, kind of relating to the breath. That's very nice. It's
I'd like to think that's what it is. No, it'd be lovely.
I've never thought of it like that, but it makes utter sense. You know, in how you said it. It's like
quite profound, and I don't really realise it.
The very kind of the all and the everything. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I suppose, when you think of movies and all, where they do the flashback of the person's life.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a bit, you know, God here, whatever. Yeah. But I suppose with that, to me, it would be more of everything, the energy that they put into the earth is then releasing with them. And what they've done. Because the people, we've had people who are 80, 90, with people who are 40, you know, he was only 68 when he died. So, you know, it's very young too, but significant.
Yeah.
The significance of what he did in his life was amazing.
The life lived.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And his legacy will continue, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah.
And one final question, if that's all right. Is that all right? No. You could probably see I'm thinking.
Are you driving back to Cork?
No,
you're not. In a train, at least you can.
I'm kind of thinking through. No, I'm up tonight. But
are you okay?
I can see stuff, and then I can see how can I kind of capture that. It's kind of. This is a very practical thing.
Yeah. Okay.
In terms of how do you suggest to the volunteers that they look after themselves?
Okay.
How do they kind of put in their own boundaries, or you know, on whatever way they kind of give, but look for themselves.
Yeah, so we always say with volunteers, so initially there would be like a 3-month trial period, and we would ensure that they, within that period of time, I would